Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
From the 21, it's second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First carry for the North Texas man. It's Jeff Wilson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, they go with Mostert again. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Seahawks nothing. San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it here with Logan. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well, these two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
To number 45.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Seattle.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Seahawks nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 44, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down.
On the carry, it's Logan. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Now Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's second and 8. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Philip Dorsett by himself. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 3. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
1st down, Seattle.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. It's been a long day for you. 18, right in. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Kibble, incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
To kick off for San Francisco.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. On 1st down, it's Logan. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Wrapped him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They run with Logan, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
run again with Logan. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Hey, check 20. COVID-19. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Mostert. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Hey, what's the ball?
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Mostert, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, what a move. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
Ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Big stop, let's go. Right there, 54, right there. 19 right. Watch the run, watch the run. That's south, baby, that's baby south. March 54.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
I know he ain't good.
The throw over the middle taken in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. 11 yards there, 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 10-yard line.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They hand it off to Mostert. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll run on 1st down. Logan. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
but Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco,